Hello all and welcome to a very different start to any term 2 that you've ever experienced before. For the first 5 weeks, as per the government release, we are focusing at learning at home. So these videos, with my fantastic face on them, will be issued weekly. This is kind of our virtual assembly. So you will be receiving important notes specific to year 11 and 12. The very first thing that you need to do is you need to ensure that you're working off the right timetable for this term. So these timetables have been emailed to you or they're accessible via OneSchool. There shouldn't be any significant subject changes. However, there might be changes to tutorials and possibly some reshuffling of the Stronger Together classes. So for tutorials, particularly for the year 12s, some students have been moved into a specific tutorial that has a certificate contained within it. Please ensure that you are reading the information in regards to that, which has been sent out via email, explaining what the background is and why changes have occurred. In regards to subject changes for year 11, we are looking at subject changes halfway through this term. So it is a bit difficult right now in regards to changing subjects, but we will release an email stating when we will be reviewing this process. So you have your current timetable. As a year 11 and 12 student, we are expecting you to be studying at home. And basically, we're expecting you to match up to that timetable. So if you have English in period 0 on a Tuesday, we expect you to be accessing the OneNote platform during period 0 on a Tuesday. Yesterday, the OneSchool platform did indeed not cope under the demand from the state. I suppose the big takeaway from that is that it's very important that you do sync your OneNotes. So when you sync your OneNotes, you are reducing the demand on the system. So if you haven't if you haven't synced your OneNote yet, please try to do it in the evening when there's less demand. And once you have that, you will have the most up-to-date resources for that particular subject. Important. Yesterday afternoon, I sent out an email to both your parents and yourselves regards to how roll marking is going to be occurring. So you need to ensure that you do email your roll class teacher before 9:20 every single morning. If you don't email before this time, your parents receive an unexplained absence text message as per normal routine. And that would be included as an unexplained absence. So please ensure that you are emailing your roll class teachers every single morning before 9:20. In regards to assessments for your subjects, we're currently in the process of updating your calendar. So this is both for year 11 and 12 after advice from the QCAA. So if you haven't heard already, we are dropping one of the IA pieces of assessment. So your external assessment will still stand. Because of the announcements over the school holidays, we've had to revise when pieces of assessment are due, and we will release that updated schedule to you on Friday morning. So we will email that to you and we'll also put it on the school website. For students that are completing traineeships, apprenticeships, or doing a certificate via an external RTO, it's very important that you do maintain the completion of your units via their online platforms. If you have any concerns about whether or not your complete hours for your certificate, or whether you have any sort of issues in regards to access, please ensure that you do email me and also CC and Miss Allen. We will follow that up for you. And finally, there are opportunities that have come up because of this situation, and there are a few universities that are offering prep classes online, and this is targeted towards year 12s for students for next year. So I'll be emailing information out in regards to that. Additionally, I'll be emailing out information about external examinations. So these are slightly different. They're called SSEs than what you're doing in class. Typically, they involve languages And students that aren't actually enrolled in the subject, they may be able to sit an examination towards the end of the year. So a bit complicated to explain now, but I will send out an email in regards to that. Hopefully, I've covered everything at this point. All of your subjects, including Stronger Together, do have OneNotes. So please ensure that you're accessing that on a regular basis and you're completing all the activities that are required. It's very important that you do remain engaged during this time. And if you don't understand a concept or a topic, that you do reach out to your teachers via email or via OneNote. So this video will be occurring on a weekly basis. Our virtual assemblies will continue, and I look forward to chatting to you in week 2. See you later.